The next area of the administrative portal that we'll be discussing is the patients area. The patients area is synced with the medical record system, in this case, Epic's, and it's using Epic's sandbox data. So when you see data here, this is all dummy data. Now, when we look at this patient list, you're going to notice a couple of things. The first thing you're going to notice is a search bar. So I could quickly find patients by typing in their first or last name, and you can easily filter them through the list. Now, the next thing you'll also notice is in the list view itself, you're going to notice a variety of columns. So you'll notice the person's name, you'll notice their risk score, and we'll talk about their risk score in a little bit, but the risk score is essentially a proxy for Medicaid under coverage. And we'll talk about the calculation for determining that as we explore this section. You'll also notice the financial impact. So whether it's a scheduled appointment and if there's an estimate on the dollar value from Epic, you will get that here, as well as what workflow the person is currently in. So for example, you could see Arnold Beacon here is in the workflow called download app, but none of these other users are in a workflow. And you can confirm that by going to the workflows area. And if I take a look at the download agent, I could see Arnold Beacon here in the list. So coming back, and we can see Arnold Beacon is somewhere he's in step 2 of 2. You can also see that there's a column for the insurance, whether it's unknown or the provider, and you'll see the ones that are Medicaid coverage in this green, and then the last contact, and then the ability to send this person a message. But I also wanted to point out here at the top is a search bar. So this search bar, no matter what page you're on in the application, let's say we were on the workflows page, I could type in Arnold Beacon here and jump to Arnold. But as you probably do very frequently, interact with multiple people simultaneously. So I could also type in Maria here and pull up Maria's profile side by side, making it really easy to switch back and forth. Now, there's a few things that are important to highlight on the person's profile. The first is this alerts area. So if Arnold has an escalated event based on one of the workflows that requires human assistance, it'll appear in this alerts area. We'll also show any upcoming appointments that Arnold has pulled in from Epic, just as contextual knowledge as you're working with this patient. Now, in the center area, there's a very important area, which is the Medicaid status card, we call it. And this box will always be dynamically reflecting the best action to take for advancing this person through the Medicaid process as determined by the AI. So you could see right now the best action that we can take is to send app invite to this person because they don't have the app installed. And we can tell they don't have it installed by seeing it in the top bar here. And we make it really easy for you to just click the button to invite Arnold to the app. And it will append a code here so that when Arnold installs this app, we will know that he has the app installed, and the action that you see here will change from something else depending on what Arnold may need at that time, or maybe he will need nothing. You'll also notice on this page there's an activity feed. Any action that is taken, whether the person is advancing through the Medicaid, the HeyMedicaid mobile app, or perhaps an administrator sends a message to this user, that will appear in this activity feed, which is a private feed for the administrators of the hospital. And so I could click this, or I could come into this message area here, and I could say, this is a test message. And you could see there's an SMS, and this is set to my phone number, and an email, or I could use a template here. And if I hit send SMS, you'll notice here that will appear on the activity feed. So my colleagues will know sort of what has transpired as it relates to my communications with this customer. A couple of other important things to just show is on the Journey tab here, you will see Arnold's exact journey through the system. So right now, a welcome message was sent at 10:51. And I clicked that. We're waiting for Arnold to complete this first step. So it's been running for 50 hours. And what I could do is I could view the full workflow by clicking this link and seeing where he is in the process. You won't use this very often, but it's really just to make sure that the agent is doing what it's supposed to do as it's moving him through the process. The other thing from getting back to our earlier discussion on risk is how did we calculate this risk measurement? And so you can see here there are variables here, these risk factors. For example, you get 40 points if they don't have coverage. If their coverage expiring soon, they have 30 points. And then we have these different thresholds. So the calculation is very simple and transparent and just really designed to make sure that we're focused on the right people and the right processes. The last thing I wanted to point out in this area is this Cobrowse feature. And so with the Cobrowse feature, if I scan that QR code on my mobile app, I can simulate Maria Amari's experience. So I can literally help them with my phone in the waiting room. If they need to upload a new photo, for example, we can leverage the hospital's mobile phone to be able to do those types of activities. So this is how the patients are tracked, and just wanted to reveal all the transparency for compliance that you'll see throughout this system, and look forward to showing you the next video.